Hey guys, it's Adrian, and today I'm taking a really quick look and first unboxing of the OPPO Find N2 Flip. The packaging so far feels really premium. You could see that they have the OPPO Find N2 Flip and OPPO Hasselblad partnership there, and there's a bit of gold foil there when you run your fingers along, and you can see that shimmering in the light. And there's also an arrow showing you where to lift the box up, so let's do that. And you can see as soon as you lift the box up, it just kind of elevates the entire phone up along with everything else. And we also have this inspiration ahead. So I am expecting great things from this phone. It's my first type of flip foldable phone. So here we have the phone itself. Let's just take a look at that. And wow, that looks really beautiful. And it's coming in at around 190 grams, so it's a little bit heavier than I thought it would be considering it's a flip, but it actually feels really premium, and I am a fan of heavier phones. I like feeling the phone in my pocket while I'm carrying it around. But yeah, so far really premium looking, but let's put that aside and let's take a look at what else comes in the box. We also have a 67 watt Super VOOC charger. So that's really handy to have in the box, and I'm really appreciative of this because not a lot of companies are including a charger in the box anymore. We also have a Type-C to Type-A charging cable. All right, now we also have a hardcover case that's clear plastic, and this is, again, such a really nice thing to have in the box because it's one less thing that you have to go out and buy. Now in the rest of this packaging, we have some manuals and a SIM eject tool. There's also a card with a QR code to scan for premium service and exclusive benefits. I'm just gonna boot the phone up for the first time while we take a closer look at it. So you can see we have the OPPO logo powered by Android, and if we take a look on the flip side, we can see the exact same thing mirrored on the cover screen, so really cool. Now we have the two cameras on the back here, so we have a main and ultra wide camera, but let's go ahead and actually fold it. And you could see, look at that. Like there's basically no gap in between that fold, and that's what I like to see, you know, completely flat, compact clamshell device. And we also have the hinge here, and you can see that as I rotate it and it plays with the light, you could see it has this type of gradient look. Super cool. I actually thought that, you know, it was some kind of effect going on, but it's really just the finish on there. Really nice touch. On the back of the phone, you can see that we have the OPPO logo and the Hasselblad logo since the cameras are tuned by Hasselblad. Now we also have the front screen here again with the two main cameras and the flash, and you can see it saying to unfold to continue. But let's take a look again at that beautiful hinge. I'm really a fan of that. Feels really nice and flat. And the OPPO logo is actually debossed in there, so you can actually run your finger along there. Now on the side of the phone, you could see that we don't have any buttons on this side. At the very bottom, we do have a port, a USB Type-C port. We also have a speaker grill and the SIM card port, as long as some microphone ports as well. Now on the other side, that's where we have the power button and volume rocker. One thing I want to point out is that I normally have kind of oily fingerprints, and you could see if I put my thumb on the front glass there, you know, you can definitely see that. However, on the back, because it's this type of matte material, if I go ahead and put my thumbprint on there, you can see that it's not actually attracting a lot of fingerprints. So this back type of matte finish is a really nice touch. All right, let's unfold to continue. And you can see that as soon as I open up that screen, it's a really nice bright display. And this is the 120 Hertz AMOLED screen. Now, if we look at the very top, you can see that that's a pretty wide speaker grill. So I'm expecting the sound output to be pretty good from there. And right under that is the selfie camera. Now, most importantly, let's take a look at that crease. And you can see that it's running along there, but it's barely noticeable in person or on the camera. Let me just cut the screen. Sometimes you could see the hinge a little bit easier, and you could see as I'm rotating the phone, you can kind of see it. But again, you know, when I'm running my finger along here, it's barely noticeable, and I don't think it's something that's going to bother really anyone. So yeah, they've done a wonderful job with that crease. Very impressive, especially the way that it folds completely flat. Let's take a look at the cover screen, and this is one of the largest vertical cover screens on a flip phone. So you can see right now it's showing the time. If I double tap on it, that wakes it up, but I can't actually do anything unless I unlock it for privacy. So I'm going to use my fingerprint, and you can see it's unlocked right now. So we can scroll through, and there's some widgets that I've set here. So you can see we have a widget for photo, portrait, video. I'll just go into photo, and you can see right now it's capturing my thumb. So it's using the higher megapixel lenses here, but let's get out of that. Now you can see it also shows the weather. You have access to your calendar, events, and then also a timer. So these are the widgets I've set for now, and I'm sure there's more widgets as you install more supported apps. So I'm really interested to get into that and see what other type of functionality I can get. But yeah, this works pretty well, pretty fluid so far. While that cover screen is really useful and handy, let's not forget about the cameras on this phone. And that's one of the benefits of using a form factor like this, is that you have a bunch of different ways that you could angle the screen, and you could see that really stays in place really nicely, and it doesn't just quickly snap. So this is going to be really handy. So in this 90-degree orientation, or L shape, I'm going to go ahead and take a photo, and then I'm just going to angle the screen down a little bit, take another photo, and you can see the phone stayed exactly in place. I didn't have to move it. So I was able to achieve two completely different angles just with the phone and without using a tripod. So I'm really curious to test this out in a bunch of other shooting scenarios to see what kind of interesting and unique photo angles I can get. For those of you who remember using camcorders, you can also angle this screen out like that, and then just hold it like that, kind of like you're holding a camcorder, and it makes it really stable and easy to use the phone. All right, let's pop the case protector on just to protect this beautiful phone. And you can see that those snap into place really easily. Here's what the clear case looks like once it's applied to the phone, and you can see that we have full access to the cover screen, the camera lens, and the power button, and as well the charging port. So yeah, it's a really nice case, and it lets the color show right through without any issues. For those of you who like to open and close your phone with one hand, it is possible. It may take a little bit of trying, but once you get used to it, it should become pretty natural. So let me know what you guys think of the OPPO Find N2 Flip. This is such a cool form factor, easily pocketable. You could carry it pretty much anywhere. And if you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. I am going to be following up with a full-length review where I go ahead and I test the phone in terms of the full functionality of that cover screen, camera performance, battery life, and overall performance. And of course, a massive thanks to OPPO for providing the OPPO Find N2 Flip for review. So I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Take care.